Ooh, yeah. So, we got Jason from Origin here with us today, and thank you for taking some time to conduct an awesome interview with Metal News.
No problem.
Uh,
Happy to help. Be here.
awesome.
Not like we're recording an album or anything.
It's fucking amazing, man. I can't wait. Personally, I can't fucking wait. So,
Me too.
your first show of this year will be at Granada in Lawrence. What are your
Mhm.
expectations for that gig?
I only expect the craziest from the Kansas fans. Origin is based out of Kansas. John, Paul, and Mike are all from there. I'm not, but I'm here today. And they're always insane. Something about being from the middle of the country, the Midwest of America. They lose their minds at shows.
Cool,
I
cool.
remember the last time we played here. I remember a girl got punched somehow in the pit. Got like almost died in the pit, which is like a it's like sounds bad now, but I mean at the time we kind of stopped for her and everything, but it was just a kind of a level of intensity in the concert.
Awesome.
Like I think I remember it's one of the only times. Every once in a while we try it, but this was one of the only times we had a successful chicken fight wall of death, which is where
Awesome.
you have a wall of death, but people put another person on their shoulders.
Yeah.
And so it's like a two levels. And that's the only Kansas the time it worked the best. It was terrifyingly awesome. It was so good.
Oh my god, awesome, man, awesome. So
All the
that's
local-
so that's gonna be crazy, man.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And there's other great bands on the bill. Troglodyte is a great Kansas band, or I think they're Kansas City, Missouri, but they do like Sasquatch, like Bigfoot metal. And
Yeah.
they wear awesome like Bigfoot outfits and shit like that.
Cool.
It's heavy. It's the heaviest shit ever. So
Awesome,
it's
man.
really great. They're on the bill, and that's gonna be a great time all around.
Cool, man. We're thrilled. We're thrilled. So I'm in Denmark, so I can't participate. So I'm sorry, but yeah. What about the Omnipresent? Your upcoming album. Who got the idea for the title?
I've been writing most of the album, which it's something that I think Paul and Mike were happy to have a break because they're musicians, they're the guitar player, the bass player. They don't want to be writing lyrics, and they wrote most of the lyrics on Entity, all of the lyrics on Entity, and all the vocals and everything like that. So they were happy for me to come in and take over.
Yeah, take the stress.
And that's no problem for me because that's my only job, and so.
Awesome, man.
It's just to me it's a very big sounding, as big as you can get in this kind of genre of. They've always been labeled, like stuck in the label of being like the space and the technical space, cosmic,
Yeah.
and that's fine. They were one of like the kind of the forerunners of it. And so I feel like it's one of the biggest possible expressions of that is just being everywhere,
Awesome.
nowhere, and just sounds. It's very just epic.
Awesome.
And at this point, I don't think there's going to be a song with that title, so it's just the album, and that's
Just
cool.
the album, yeah. Well,
But it's also a little bit of an inside joke in the way that I used to goof on stage and be like, "Oh, we're Origin from everywhere." Like,
yeah.
Paul's from California, I'm from New York, Mike lives in Kansas, so it's kind of a little running gag on that too, but don't tell anybody.
Well, it's all about the fucking music. It's the Origin music, man. So we are fucking thrilled again. And then now we are with the album. How goes the studio recordings? You started 4 days ago, right?
We got together 4 days ago,
Okay.
but we just starting today in the studio. John's they're setting up drums. He's going to be tracking today. And we
Awesome.
spent the last 4 or 5 days just finishing up all the tiny details of writing and getting all the music together and making it heavy as possible.
Cool.
Practicing in Mike's attic. So it's been great, and we're all confident.
Awesome.
It's going to be a little spoiler. It's going to be a little. I think there's some things that might shock some people. I think some people might be a little shocked to hear that Origin actually can play slow. So.
Well, it's not all about the speed, and the metal fans know that. So, but Origin is the lead for the big BPM in the tech genre. So John, he's done amazing work. I'm a personal drummer, so John, fuck yeah, god damn it! But yeah, we're thrilled to hear some new things, new ideas from Origin, as you were telling us. So Yeah, we're thrilled. So another thing, what microphone do you use live on stage most?
Live, I use a Shure Beta 58A. This guy,
This
which
guy.
I mean, it looks clean and everything, but I just changed the grill because it had like years of beer spit and everything. This guy takes a beating, and
Awesome.
it held up pretty good. I've been using Shure since day one. I think they're the best for
Cool.
wireless stuff. Just for me personally, I think it works the best, and
Cool.
they should give me an endorsement because I'm tired of buying them every 3 tours. I gotta buy a new one.
Do fucking smash the microphones, man. Awesome.
I mean, imagine if I was less active on stage, I would last forever.
That's not the thing. We want you to crash the fucking party, man.
Exactly.
So, what is your favorite Origin track to play live?
Play live, it kind of depends. I mean, for live, a lot of the tracks just have a completely different feels and different responses. And every night on Origin shows are like completely different, and we try different stuff all the time. We kind of try to make it interesting, and it's always like an experiment of call and response to like what the crowd wants from what songs. So we have like the headbanging songs, we have the stage diving songs, we have stuff that is very specially catered, and that's always fun, but it makes it hard to pick one. I mean, I guess everybody responds really well whenever the opening riffs of Wrath of Vishnu come out. People lose their minds.
Of course, yeah.
Antithesis, I think, is a really fun one to play, but we don't do it that often, unfortunately. But
so that's something you want to say in the band. You know, I want to play this song, man. Some more.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we pull it out at the last second, you know. But I think maybe one of those two. We played Wrath of Vishnu every night for years, and I think they probably played it, you know, every night for years since it came out.
So
that's a good jam.
Awesome, mate. Awesome. What bands do you listen to at the moment?
These days I listen to a lot of like sludge and stoner rock type stuff, like Weed Eater type stuff, Abominable Iron Sloth. Like I like the heavy sludge lately.
Cool.
But other than that, like I kind of gravitate around the same dozen albums I've been listening to for 15 years.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, I know the feeling about that. Yeah. So and we always kind of scared to try something new, you know. So.
But every once in a while, some of those bands of the CDs that you've listened to for 15 years, they do one that's just as good.
Yeah.
Like Immolation's new CD, Conspiracy feel good, but stuff like that. So other than that, like I listen to the Brujerismo like every single day of my life for some reason. It's just great.
Awesome. Well, we all got a thing. So what about the best Origin album, if you should pick, if you say we were a fan?
I mean, if I were trying to sell it, I would say Entity. I would say Entity right off the bat.
Awesome.
To me, it's got the perfect combination of like the speed and the technicality that they started off made them big, and then it just bring in like a more heavy, personable feel to it. That's less machine like and more just groove, you know. So I would say Entity. Right off the
So on tour, you obviously had a lot of fucking fun. Can you tell us a funny moment you can remember on tour?
I mean, it's sometimes it's tough. I mean, I feel like I've forgotten more awesome stories.
That's why I say remember. So I can imagine there's a lot.
Thanks to this guy. I mean, I don't really remember much. But this year we were on tour with Goreguts. That was really cool. That had a very infamous, the finger breaking moment was on that, where during a failed crowd surf stage dive, I fell on my ring finger, and dislocated it 3 degrees, and set it on stage.
I saw the picture. Yeah, it was like, oh man, god damn it. So
I wouldn't say that. This year actually also. One of my favorite things that I think I've ever done, and this is like for all the years I've been, you know, touring and playing shows. I graduated from college. Like I'm old man now, but I, you know, had a chance to go back to school.
Congratulations, man! Cool.
And I graduated from college, and I knew my graduation day from 4 years of university was on the day we were supposed to play a festival in Mexico, and it was Origin's first time in Mexico.
Oh.
So I was like, either I walk across the stage at school and graduate, or I go play in Mexico. I picked go play in Mexico, so I was like, fuck my graduation. I don't even care.
Man.
Who cares? So we went to Mexico and played, and our intro was we had the pomp and circumstance graduation music, and I came out in gown and a gas mask, and I had my college graduation on stage in Guadalajara.
Awesome, man. Awesome. That's a I remember, man. Cool,
Yeah.
man. So, thank you for having us here. Anything you want to say to the fans before we end?
We're putting out the new CD pretty soon on Nuclear Blast Records. I don't know what it's going to be on in Europe, but I'm sure it'll get to you guys. Omnipresent, coming out in probably May, June. We'll be on tour. We'll see you. Come check us out. Keep it brutal.
Awesome.
Hail space.
Awesome, mate. Awesome, man. We thank Jason from Origin for having spare time to conduct this interview with us. So we will take it off.
See you on tour.